Chapter 5, Part 2. Salim, I said after a few minutes, are you asleep? Nope, not yet, he said. It's hot. It's a new area of high pressure, I said, moving in from the Atlantic. Telling me. What are you thinking about, I said. I've been thinking about convection currents, isobars and isotherms. I've been imagining the shipping forecast. Lundy Fastnet, variable 3 or 4. Perhaps Salim had been doing the same. Nothing much, he said. What about you? Weather still. We were quiet again. Becoming south or southeast, 5 or 6, I said out loud. Sorry, said Salim. I'm pretending to read out the shipping forecast, and instead of this calm we're having, a storm's brewing, out at sea. A storm, he said. Yeah, that would ground planes. It would take a very big storm to do that. Would it? Gale force 8 or 9. A fog would be more likely to ground planes. I heard him sit up again. Ted? Yes. You know this syndrome thing you've got, he said. I said, wondering who had told him. I hope you don't mind me asking, but what is it? What is it like? No one had ever asked me that before. I lay back on my pillow and thought. It's this thing in my brain, I said. Yeah? It's not that I'm sick, no, or stupid, I know that, but I'm not normal either. So, who is? It's like the brain's a computer, I said, but mine works on a different operating system from other people's, and my wiring's different too. Neat, said Salim. It means I'm very good at thinking about facts and how things work, and the doctors say I'm at the high-functioning end of the spectrum. I'd also once heard a doctor say to Mum that my developmental path was skewed. I didn't tell Salim this because I looked up skewed in the dictionary and it said crooked, which makes it sound as if I'm a criminal, which I'm not. That sounds good, Salim said. Yeah, but I'm rubbish at things like football. So am I, said Salim. Tennis is my game. My favourite sport's trampolining, I said. Trampolining? Yeah, I used to have one. I jumped on it every day and it helped me to think. Then it broke. Too bad. I love trampolines. My syndrome means I'm good at remembering big things, like important facts about the weather, but I'm always forgetting small things like my school gym bag. Mum says I have a brain like a sieve, which means that things drop through the holes in my memory. Salim laughed. Maybe I've got the syndrome too. I forget things myself. What things? My mobile sometimes, or my homework. I never forget my homework. Kat says that's why at school they call me a neek. A neek? It's a cross between a nerd and a geek. They don't like me because I only talk big. I'm trying to learn how to talk small, but it's hard. You know an awful lot, Salim said. I can tell from all these books. He pointed at my shelves of encyclopedias. Why bother trying to be something you're not? Mr. Shepherd says if I learn how to be like other people, even just on the outside, not inside, then I'll make more friends. Then I told him something I'd never told anyone before. I don't like being different. I don't like being in my brain. Sometimes it's like a big empty space where I'm all on my own and there's nothing else, just me. Nothing at all? Nothing, I said, not even the weather, only my thoughts. I know that place, said Salim. I'm in there too. Gets real lonely in there, doesn't it? I heard him lie down again. He whistled through his teeth. Lonely as hell, he muttered, and was quiet. I thought he'd fallen asleep, but a moment later he said, You got called a lot worse things than a neek at my school. It was all boys, no girls, and really rough stuff. Rough stuff? Yeah, fights and dares. One boy had a knife. I didn't like it, but then I got friendly with a mate, Marcus, and it got better. He and I, we were the top moshers in 9K. Marcus used to be packy boy like your neek, but he isn't any longer. He's a mosher now. A mosher, I said. What's a mosher? It's northern for casual cool dude. Last term we started this play called The Tempest. Marcus was a huge hit. He'll never be packy boy again. The Tempest, I said. Is that about the weather? Yeah, it's by Shakespeare and starts up with this massive storm all out at sea. It's right up your street.